Howdy, Destiny Division. I just wanted to come to you just real quick. You know, we've made some videos, a couple of months ago when the Rainbow SRX first came out. A couple things that I didn't even know when we made those videos, and there's a couple of things that have come to our attention since then. Just some, to me, would be common knowledge, but to you that have just started the program is not common knowledge. And sometimes people are not taught things that they need to be taught when they go into other people's homes. So I'm just going to take a few minutes. The first thing that I want to talk to you about is having the right mindset. You want to make sure that your mindset's positive. And when I am on my way to a presentation, I see myself going up to the door and the people having a smile on their face, and us having a good time in their home, and just I actually envision myself shaking their hand and welcoming them to the Rainbow family. So I think that's really important, that you have that positive mindset. Don't be thinking about negative things. Don't be listening to negative things. Listen to something positive. If you're listening to music, listen to upbeat music. Get yourself in the right frame of mind before you go into the presentation. So very, very important. Number two, and I know that it seems like I shouldn't have to say this, but take a shower. Make sure that you take a shower, that your hair's combed, that your teeth are brushed, that you're dressed nice, that you smell good. Spray on a little cologne or perfume or whatever. If you smoke or dip, don't smoke or dip on the way to their house. You're going to smell like smoke, first of all, and you're in there talking to them about clean, fresh air, and you're going to smell like smoke. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You're kind of defeating yourself before you actually get there. And dipping, I used to dip. I dipped for 12 years, and I remember it used to get all in my teeth and all kinds of things. So when you dip, you may have some stuff in your teeth that the people are kind of too afraid to tell you about, and that's their preoccupation throughout the whole entire demo. So make sure that you don't do those things. Before you go to the demo, make sure that if you're coming to the office that you're prepared for your demo. You have test cloths, you have fragrances, anything that your demo kit needs in it. Make sure that you have your demo kit fully stocked and that you're ready to go. Make sure your boxes look nice. If your boxes don't look nice, if they're tore up a little bit or bent up, the people are going to wonder, how many times have you demoed this thing? And it's really hard to sell a machine if your box is messed up, if your machine is not cleaned spick and span. I'm talking about not one speck of dirt in the power nozzle, in the water basin, anywhere. No fingerprints, no smudges. You got to make sure that box and that Rainbow looks brand spanking new if you didn't sell it the night before. And don't wait to clean the Rainbow the next day, because if you do, it creates a film on that water basin that if you leave it on there a few days, we can't get it off. I've had to buy a lot of water basins to replace them because people are not cleaning their machines immediately. So make sure, if you don't sell, that you clean your machine immediately. It's best to clean it in the house. I've sold many Rainbows because the pressure is off the people. I'm cleaning up and packing up and getting ready to go. So if you clean it in the house, I promise you, you're going to have some results that will surprise you when you're doing that. Again, it surprises me that I need to talk about this, but if you drink alcohol, don't drink alcohol before you go to the demo. At no point in the day should you be drinking before you go to these people's house. Whether you're drunk or not, it doesn't make any difference. People still smell the alcohol in your breath, and they may not buy from you just for that reason. Don't be high on anything. I'm not talking about just smoking something or those kind. I'm talking about anything. It doesn't matter. Even if you take prescription meds that make it look like you're high on something. I'm not telling you not to take your prescription. I'm just saying that if you're going to a demo and you look like you're high on anything, or they smell marijuana or any of those kind of things, they may not buy from you. So don't go on anything that you've been taking. Make sure that you don't take anything or smoke anything before you go to the demo. Again, it's funny that to me that I have to say these things because I think that they would be common knowledge, but I have encountered some folks that it's not common knowledge. So just make sure that you don't do that. Know their first names. When you go to the demo, make sure that you know their first names. Memorize their first names and call them by their first names. Be 5 minutes early. The worst way you can start a demo is if you're late. Never be late to a demo. Always be 5 minutes early. And not more than that, because if you're too early, people are going to be upset because they're not prepared for you to come into their house. So make sure that you just come 5 minutes early. Manners. And I know that everyone should have been taught manners as a child, but I have found that everyone is not being taught manners. Please, thank you, if you don't mind. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Those kind of things, that goes such a long way. If I go to a house and I have a coat on, I ask, is it okay if I take my coat off? Is it okay if I sit here? I ask anything and everything. I'm overly polite, and you need to be the same way. If you don't know about politeness, look some YouTube videos up. I know some of y'all is going to think that's funny, but it's true. People are not taught these things in school or at home a lot of times. So make sure that you spend some time knowing how to just have manners, okay? Ask them about a mask. Of course, we live in a COVID time right now. And so, when you get up there, have a mask with you. And if you're someone who doesn't feel comfortable going in a house without a mask, that's okay too. Wear a mask. But at least ask the people if they want you to wear a mask, and have your mask ready. If you don't want to wear a mask or you don't feel like you need to wear a mask, make sure you ask them. It's up to them, not you. You're in their house. Put your phone on silent. Make sure that your phone does not ring. And by all means, never, ever answer your phone while you're in their home. Never answer a text. Never text anyone or an email. I mean, how rude. That is very rude, and don't do that. You're not going to sell a lot of rainbows if you do those things. Something else that you would think that I wouldn't be talking to you about is cussing. When you're in the house, don't use curse words ever. Even if they do, you don't. That's not very professional. Even if you use them in your everyday life, don't use curse words. Make sure that you're a professional through and through. So, I haven't done this part of the demo, this preparation that you need before you go to the demo in a long time, but I really felt like it was needed. And, I hope that you guys listen to this, pay attention to it, and let's start having a great time on our demo. Thank you guys for listening.